What's up guys, hope you're all keeping well. I'm Paul the Tech Giant, welcome back to the channel where tonight I've got another TV gaming test for you, and tonight it's the turn of this 49-inch Sony XH81. So the console that we're going to be using for the test this evening is the Xbox One X, and the games that we're going to be testing out are Battlefield 5 and Forza Horizon 4. Now, before we get into the testing, I just want to say a really big thanks once again to the guys at box.co.uk who were kind enough to send over the Sony XH81 for me to test out for you guys. Now, if you are looking to purchase a new TV, then look no further than the guys at Box. They've got a really wide selection of TVs at great prices. They price match all the major competitors, and they offer free warranties with TVs like these. Plus, if you buy from them, you are also supporting the channel at the same time. So please go and check out the guys at Box. So starting off with Battlefield 5 then. And just want to quickly point out before we go much further that the sound is actually coming from the TV itself and not my speakers in the lounge. I know people have thought that before on previous videos. Also, another thing to note is the extremely bright lights that I have in here. Now, I do leave these on because I think it's just a good way to test the screen for reflections. It's brightness in a bright room, but I will also be turning out the lights to see how it copes in a darker environment, because I know a lot of you guys who like to game would rather do it in a room with the curtains drawn and the lights turned off, which is fair enough. So, settings-wise, at the moment, we are in just the standard picture mode. Again, I will be changing that up in just a moment. Just turn it up a little bit more here. Let's go a little bit closer, see the detail. Just hold it there a minute, mate. And yeah, in all fairness, it's a nice sharp image. But it is quite a small screen at 49 inches. So high resolution and a small screen. It's always going to look nice and sharp anyway. So just moving around to the side. Going to move down to another seating area, as I always do, just off to the side here, so we can see those bright lights there and see how it handles just sitting off from the centre. Not everyone sits square on, so maybe you've got a mate round or something, you're doing a bit of gaming, they're sat on another sofa or something like that, then you're going to want to make sure that they're getting just as good an experience as you are. Coming round, does slightly wash out, but to be fair, I think it's doing a pretty good job. It's not really bad or anything like that. Obviously it does improve the more you go more square on. So, to change up that standard mode, let's go to game mode now. And what we're going to do is we're going to knock those lights off a minute. So that's a bit of a pulled back shot for you there. And seeing it's quite dark at the moment on this game with, like I said, those strong lights there, it's not doing too bad. So let's knock that off. So, as we can see off to the side, there is a bit of a glow. Part of this is due to my camera. I will try and adjust it to make it a fair representation of what I am seeing. But quite often, game mode isn't necessarily the best. When it comes to sort of picture quality, I prefer, if I just adjust that a second there, make it fair. Yeah, I prefer to game out of game mode. I know a lot of other people do as well, but then a lot of people do like to game in game mode. So yeah, now it's a bit darker. We come around, we can see a bit of glow there going on. But please bear in mind, the price point of this TV. Don't be comparing it to sort of TVs that I generally sort of test out, which are quite often quite high-end TVs. So now I'm going to push it on up to that vivid mode there. And I personally think that has improved that picture there. It's not looking as washed out as the game mode. Drop a comment down below. What do you think of it so far? And what do you think of Sony TVs in general? This is the first one I've ever tested. Never owned one before, so it's been interesting to see how Sony handle their TVs. With comes to sort of like the remote they supply and the power cables and all that. Because I'm sort of generally used to the Samsungs and LGs. So yeah, it's been interesting to experience something different. So anyway, I think that's given us a fairly good look at what this game has to offer on this TV. So let's change it up to the next one. Okie dokie, so we are off with Forza Horizon 4. Again, sound once again is coming from the TV itself. And picture mode, we are in Vivid. Again, I will change it up in just a minute. So let's go in nice and close again. See the detail. There we go. Move round to the side. And I think the Sony's doing quite a nice job on that. Mind you, I do think the game helps quite a bit, let's be honest. It's a cracking game, innit? And if you haven't played it, you should do. It's really, really good. Right, so let's change up those picture sets. Let's try what we got standard there. On that for a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you what, we won't. We tried game mode with the lights on. I don't know if I tried that last time. So that's a little bit darker. What's the brightness level on that? Oh, it is on max. So let's move back a little bit so you can get a wider look of that. So if you maybe sat on a sofa a little bit further away. Now I know watching like a test like this through say YouTube isn't the best way to maybe gauge what a TV's picture quality is like, but this is why I seem to try my best to talk you guys through what I'm seeing and like moving around a bit and describing the things that are going on as well. So let's knock those lights off once again. There we go. So that looks quite nice. So I wouldn't say that the when it comes to maybe gaming in the dark, especially with like a darker game, is its strongest point. But then again, a lot of TVs, do struggle in that department, and that's where, if you want the best, you've got to splash the cash. And generally, you've got to go for, one of the really high-end TVs if, you want those really nice, rich, dark levels. When you're maybe playing in a dark room environment. So let's put it on Vivid again, mix it up again a little bit. Looks a little bit blue, but I'm sure that can be ironed out. Let's go really far around to the side then and see what it's like. So yeah, when we go really far around, we can see it like sort of glowing a bit down there and washing out. But that, you know, that's really extreme. No one's going to game like that realistically. But it just gives you an idea of what point things become, you know, washed out and where they start pulling back in again as you slowly move back round like that and you get square on. It looks mint. And then move back round again. And it starts to go off, well, like most TVs do really, apart from really your OLEDs. So I think that's been a fair test on this game, and we'll wrap it up there. Well, there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video today, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then please think about subscribing for more of the same in the future. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.